but the way the people treated me, the fans, the city, the teammates, the club, it is absolutely, and I say always, that not only for your TV, also for my friends, the best year of my life. I was a very happy person in Rotterdam.
Thanks for having us, Stefan. Yesterday I sent you a text message of I left my number here, and you say you're always welcome here.
You're always welcome, of course. Every citizen of Rotterdam, especially the Feyenoord fans, and we're all Feyenoord fans in Rotterdam, is always welcome in my town, in my country, especially in my offices.
What are you doing right now?
That's a very good question. Apart for dealing with agricultural business, retail business, renewable energy business, real estate business, I'm a father of a son, and I'm waiting for a daughter in 2 months. So it's more or less the work, family, and traveling, of course.
Yeah. You're a businessman, not a football player anymore.
Football no longer. It's only a business now, already 7-8 years, and it's a new role, new life. Of course, it has his good and bad sides, but it's very interesting, I can say.
It's a beautiful office. I think you're quite successful.
Thank you. They say so. They say so. But besides success, as you said, that's what football gives you as well. That you always compete to win, to have a success, and then all the financial privileges come after the success. So the first, what is in mind, is to be better every day, to work, stand up, and be motivated.
Today is a special day. Parties on against Feyenoord.
Yeah, it's very difficult today for who to for who to be on this day. It's a special day for me, of course. 2 clubs which I love a lot. Partizan, where I was a captain, and Feyenoord, where I had the best time in my life.
Yeah, the best time in your life?
It's really like that. The best time in my life. I said I was only 1 year there. Unfortunately, Feyenoord was then in the financial problems. I couldn't stay longer. But the way the people treated me, the fans, the city, the teammates, the club, it is absolutely, and I say always, that not only for your TV, also for my friends, the best year of my life. I was a very happy person in Rotterdam.
What makes Feyenoord so special for you?
Feyenoord is the club of people. It's not the club of financial giants. It's not the club of which is working only, let's say, on a basis of today's world, on financial basis. It's the club which is belonging to people, to Feyenoord fans, and it should stay like that. I mean, Feyenoord fans are so dedicated for the club. I told you previously also, I remember the game when we lost against PSV 10-0, if I remember good, and the next game against Venlo, the cap was full. I mean, it's only possible in Rotterdam.
Yeah. Who's your most favorite? Now, what is your most favorite memory about that times?
I didn't play a lot because I was a player which was came on a loan from Nantes, and the Feyenoord and me, we had a special interaction. Rotterdam and me, we had a special interaction. So every day was special, and for me, I say always the best club in the world. And I said that I remember my interview then when I was a kid and now. But the best feeling I remember when I scored a goal against Groningen. And I took off my shirt, and that interaction with the fans was amazing. It's really a special moment. Also, many moments in the dressing room with the players, in the town, wherever I went, to restaurant, to a bakery, they were always giving me love, and also motivating me to fight for the club.
Yeah. Do you still know that special song?
Of course I know. Stefan Babovic, doesn't pay geheel, doesn't pay metal. I know, of course. And they taught me many things there, and but this song was one of them. It's one of my favorite songs, and I was always hearing that song every game which I was there. It was impossible because there was players who were much bigger stars, and also the players with the international big careers, Roy Mackay, Thomasson, Van Bronckhorst. But still, after them, they also made a song for me, and I was not an important player, so it was a big time for me.
Yeah. You played with a lot of young guys, with some older guys. What can you remember of them? Who were your friends? Tell me.
I was a big friend with, for example, Slory, who was not a young guy then, but he was supposed to come to Belgrade, but something happens, he cannot come. But from the young guys, there was also, I said, Luc Castaños, Stefan de Vrij, Gini Wijnaldum, Biseswar, Leroy Fer, all the guys who made a career afterwards, and I had a very nice relationship with Wijnaldum. But I stayed in contact the most with Giovanni van Bronckhorst, who was maybe the best friend of mine there, and Slory.
Yeah?
Yeah, and Slory. They were, sorry, not to forget Danny Lanzat, who was a big friend of mine, yeah, there as well.
And before this interview, you told me, of course, you had Messi, you had Xavi, but there was one guy, his technique, oh, fantastic.
I played when I was in Zaragoza against Barcelona in the prime, so there was Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Alexis Sanchez, all the big names. But the most technical players, apart from these aliens who don't count, is Karim El Ahmadi. He was King Karim. He was amazing. And if you know, one thing is what you see on the games, but on the trainings as well, his technique was from the other world. And I think he could also make a bigger career, but I think he chose the right thing. He played for Feyenoord so long, and maybe this is the best what he could do.
Yeah. I also remember a game against Ajax. It's not your favorite club team, right? But what happened?
I mean, they were always crying, you know. They like to cry. Whenever you touch them a little bit, they cry. And there was, I got the red card. I remember Bain, which was the coach then, he was angry maybe for a few minutes, and then he supported me. I had a very good relationship with him. I liked the guy. So, but when we played against Ajax, who had the budget much bigger than us back in the days, what I didn't like, they were always crying, like, I don't want to say. But you touch them and they cry immediately. So, not my favorite club for sure.
No. Why not?
I mean, I'm a Feyenoorder, so I'm a Rotterdam guy, and definitely the happiest day in the year is when we win against them. So I hope we'll have many wins in the future.
Yeah. That construction with your dad, the paying destruction, it's funny, but it's also a little bit strange, right?
Yeah, it was strange. I remember Feyenoord didn't have the money back in the days, and I had a very good contract with Nantes in France.
Yep.
But the money was not in the first place for me, because I always came from the family who was successful. That was my privilege. So when I came to Rotterdam after 1 year, because I was paying my own bills, my apartment, everything, Feyenoord was giving just small things. I mean, I had the things to train in. That's what I told to my father. I was very young, maybe 22, 23 years. I said, listen, I want to stay here. You know, and he said, yeah, but they're giving nothing. I said, doesn't matter. I want to stay here because it's really the best place in the world. But it was very strange back in the days. I don't think that ever something like this happened in Feyenoord history. Yeah.
Now, maybe that's maybe a thing that you still are really popular. You worked hard. You really love Feyenoord. You're not acting right now.
Yes, exactly. I really love Feyenoord. I mean, now I have a completely different life. I'm out of football, so I have no interest in saying nothing what I don't think, but I'm repeating exactly the same words which I said back in the days, long time ago when I was in Rotterdam. It's the best club in the world with the best fans, and my dream is in the future to find a way to help the club, to be involved, if the God wills that it goes in that way, because I think that club has even higher potential than what it's doing now.
Yeah, but tell me, what do you really want?
And you know, I told you, I mean, it would be a dream to one day buy Feyenoord and help Feyenoord as a club to go on the level which I think it deserves.
But you really want to buy Feyenoord?
Buy or co-invest or help the club. I mean, my opinion is that Feyenoord should always be in Champions League, always compete on the highest level. The academy which Feyenoord has, and its own academy, not like other clubs which are buying the players around the world. This is the pure academy built from the beginning, and the players go through all the academy and play for the Dutch national team. So I think that doesn't exist. It's one of the best academies for me in the world, and I think we have a very good base to build the club up and to compete with the best clubs in the world. If Atalanta can do that, we can do that as well, no?
But money, that shouldn't be a problem?
I mean, you know how it goes. I always say money comes after the hard work. So definitely there's a lot of money in the world right now. So money is never a problem when you want the right things. So I also said many times, I finished with my personal wealth a long time ago. Now it's only the passion.
Imagine in 5 years, maybe later, and you're the big boss of Feyenoord. What will you do first?
What do I do? I mean, definitely I will call some old friends. I have many friends, as I said. I think Gio would be very angry if I don't put him for a coach immediately. So maybe, definitely I would go for to be a champion, but few years in a row, and definitely to push in Champions League. I wouldn't buy foreign players so much because they will take the space of the young players of Feyenoord. Maybe few of them, but extra class, the highest level of the players in Europe, to teach the young players some of the experience, but not to take the place of the most talented ones. So definitely I would always be on the side of the academy and to bring the young players in combined with few experienced players, but on the highest level. So we talk about the players on the highest level. Yeah, that would be, if I was in that seat, that I would do that, definitely.
Excellent. Can you show us your room here? It's beautiful. It's really
Thank
big.
you.
It's clean. It's awesome.
It's supposed to be clean, you know. Let me show you what I have here.
Babo, you always wear suits?
Always suits, every day. You know, that's my position in the company as an owner and also general director. I have to give an example. So if I would come in the shorts or Bermudas, everybody would come in Bermudas. So it wouldn't work, definitely. But here, I receive sometimes the guests when they want to, let's say, have a casual talk. So you see that they like art. There is a lot of art in the office.
There are a lot of art, but there's only one really special picture.
There is one really special picture. So beside the bad part here, the cigars and all the other stuff, here's my family, my sister, my son. But the best picture is here. It was always there, and this was not sure. I don't think this is the goal against Groningen. This is the other goal, which I scored with the head, and Karim El Ahmadi assisted with Rabona. So it was in the cup, I think. My first game, actually, starting the first 11, and this picture is always there, of course.
But you played for a lot of teams, but there's only one picture in a football jersey, and that's in a Feyenoord shirt.
Yeah, it's a special club. I said it's a special thing for me in a special club, and when I finish something, I leave it behind, so I don't have football pictures here except Feyenoord, because it's really the very special period of my life.
Yeah.
So definitely it's going to be very interesting next week when I come to Rotterdam to watch actually Feyenoord Partizan. It's going to be a pleasure to visit the Kuip after such a long time.
Yeah. You have arranged a private jet already?
I arranged, yes. I'm bringing some friends with me. I want them to see the Kuip, and I cannot say the club immediately reacted through my friend Guido Vader. And I took some seats, and hopefully we'll be there together.
I'm sure everybody's seeing this interview, and there is a moment in the game, everybody is singing again. Door is een paar gehaald, door is een paar betaald.
It's going to be special.
Yeah.
It's going to be special, I'm sure. It's going to be nice to see so much friends again, and so much familiar faces, and also Feyenoord fans. And to feel that atmosphere in the Kuip, which is filling you up, let's say, and giving you extra additional motivation.
Yeah.